Looking to skyrocket your brand's visibility? Look no further. On the Go Media delivers cutting-edge digital advertising solutions tailored just for you. Reach your audience wherever they are with precision targeting and captivating content. Elevate your brand with On the Go Media. Your digital success starts here. Contact us today. Email radio@radioonthego.com to grow your business with On the Go Digital. Locally owned and operated in Hampton, Iowa.
The following is a production of Radio on the Go Sports.
For 56. .9 FM.
Hampton, Iowa Falls, Parkersburg.
Broadcasting daily from the Crown Jewel Travel Studios in Hampton.
You're listening to 98.9 KQCR FM. Parkersburg, Iowa Falls, Hampton, an on-the-go media station.
Would you sell your vehicle for cash, or would you like a vehicle upgrade? Dale Howard Auto Centers in Iowa Falls and Waverly want to purchase your car, truck, van, or sport utility. They pay Edmunds true market value. Stop into Dale Howard's for your quick cash offer or get an instant online appraisal on their website, dalehoward.com. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle or award-winning service, they have everything you need in one spot. Choose their Waverly or Iowa Falls locations to sell your vehicle or find the transportation and service you need. Stop today and find out for yourself what makes Dale Howard Auto Centers the best dealership in North Iowa. For over 50 years, Dale Howard's helping you get there.
It's Friday night and it's time to shift gears into Overdrive. Nightly Dale Howard Sports Drive on KLMJ and KQCR goes into Overdrive. High school football scores and reports.
The action is. I love high school and college.
Hi, this is Tony Howard. Just like Dale Howard's Auto Center in Iowa Falls has a 3-generation tradition in service excellence, Dale Howard's is proud to again sponsor this Friday night North Iowa football tradition with Radio on the Go. Stay tuned for the scores and the reporters on the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive.
Where the action is.
Good evening, high school football fans. Welcome on into week number 3 of high school football on the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive, 104.9 KLMJ, 99 The Wave, streaming around the world at RadioOnTheGo.com. My name is Shawn Dietz. Glad to have you along with us on 104.9 KLMJ and 99 The Wave. Let's go through our area football scores, getting things a little bit late here as things go a little bit late in Iowa Falls tonight, and that's where you heard the matchup on 104.9 KLMJ. John Mowinkle and Dan Stevens on the call as the Cadets defeat Hampton-Dumont Cal tonight, 36-13, the final score. You may have heard John mention that is the first Battle for Bradford victory since 2020 for Iowa Falls Halden, and I believe that also makes it the first rivalry win over the Bulldogs for Cadet head coach Walking Stick there. So big win for IFA tonight. I was down there earlier for the JV game, the Fresh Soft game. A beautiful facility they have there in Iowa Falls. Again, IFA over Hampton-Dumont Cal tonight, 36-13. Over on 99 The Wave tonight, it was AGWSR taking on Belmont Clemmy, the Ackley Geneva Wellsburg Steamboat Rock Cougars hosting the Broncos tonight, 28-12 the final score there. And nice to see the Cougars put up some points tonight. They had been held scoreless prior to tonight, but Belmont Clemmy comes out on top, 28-12 over the Cougars tonight. Also of area interest, Appleton-Parkersburg gets a big win tonight. They put up a ton of points at home at Ed Thomas Field. The Falcons 53-0 over Garner Hayfield Ventura on this warm fall evening. Again, AP with the 53-0 win over Gardner Hayfield Ventura. We'll hear from Ryan Dillard from Ed Thomas Field coming up here in just a little bit. Marquee matchup in Dike tonight at Gunderson Sports Complex, the Grundy County rivalry between top-ranked Grundy Center and Dike New Hartford. And we'll just call this a statement win for Grundy Center. They are certainly marching on and saying that, hey, we are still the defending state champions. We have now won 43 in a row, and the Spartans defeat a very good Dike New Hartford team 35-7 on the road tonight. Top-ranked Grundy Center over Dike New Hartford tonight. Also in area action, we had North Butler defeating Starmont 21-0. West Fork over Eagle Grove 36-16. The Warhawks, I believe that makes the Warhawks 3-0 on the season now. And still looking for scores from homecoming. Clarion Goldfield Dows hosting Esterville Lincoln Central tonight. Still looking for that score. Also still looking for the Clarksville score as the Indians hosting North Tama tonight. The Red Hawks of North Tama. So we're still looking for those scores. Once we find those, we'll bring them to you. Also, I just missed this one. Need to bring this one to you on the air as well. In Class 1A, the fourth-ranked South Hardin Tigers get a big win at home tonight in Eldora. 41-14, the final score over the Hudson Pirates. We're going to send things to Ed Thomas Field now, and longtime Dale Howard Sports Overdrive reporter Ryan Dillard. He's got the wrap-up for us from Ed Thomas Field as the AP Falcons get a 53-0 win tonight at home over Garner Hayfield Ventura.
I'm Ryan Dillard reporting for the Sports Overdrive on KLMJ and in 99 The Wave live from Ed Thomas Field in Parkersburg, where the Appleton-Parkersburg Falcons rolled tonight to a 53-0 victory over the Garner Hayfield Ventura Cardinals. AP would score 4 first-quarter touchdowns and pile up 239 rushing yards on 4 possessions. AP took the opening drive 80 yards in 6 plays, as Mason Prusner had a 55-yard run, which would set up a Benny Waller 2-yard touchdown run with 9:27 left. The kick failed, and it was 6-0 AP. The Falcons' next possession, they went 62 yards in just 2 plays as Benny Waller broke a quarterback keeper up the middle for 56 yards at 6:41 left in the first quarter. Devin Everhart ran the 2-point conversion, and it was 14-0. The Falcons would recover a fumble on the next GHV possession, and AP turned that into a touchdown in just 1 play as Waller found daylight again with a 43-yard touchdown run with 5:25 left in the first. The 2-point run failed, and it was 20-0 Appleton-Parkersburg. Then with just 10 seconds left in the first quarter, AP capped a 46-yard touchdown drive with a Devin Everhart 3-yard touchdown run. The 2-point run failed, and it was 26-0 AP after the first quarter. The next time the Falcons got the ball, they would drive only 23 yards after a short punt and a punt return set up a short touchdown as Mason Prusner had a 20-yard touchdown run with 9:29 left in the second quarter. Carter Wayne with the kick, and it was 33-0 AP. The Falcons would score again later in the second quarter as Prusner had a 32-yard touchdown run with 4:30 left. Wayne with the kick, and it was 40-0 Appleton-Parkersburg at halftime. The Falcons' first drive of the second half resulted in another touchdown, a 45-yard touchdown drive, as Prusner added his 3rd touchdown of the night, a 38-yard run with 4:02 left in the third quarter. The kick failed, and it was 46-0. Then on the last play of the third quarter, Aiden Merrill sprinted 44 yards for a touchdown. Cooper Mulder made the kick, making the score 53-0 after 3 quarters, and the fourth quarter was scoreless. The Falcons tonight totaled 414 yards rushing on only 30 carries. They did not attempt to pass. The Falcons were led by Mason Prusner with 10 carries for 165 yards and 3 touchdowns. Benny Waller had 8 carries for 151 yards and 3 touchdowns. Devin Everhart, 7 carries for 48 yards, a touchdown. And Aiden Merrill had 3 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown. The Falcons held Garner Hayfield to 56 yards passing, and they had 31 carries for 33 total yards rushing for 89 yards of total offense. The Falcons With the first win for new head coach Jeff Pickna, the Falcons improved to 1-2 on the season, and they will travel to LaPorte City next week for a district showdown with undefeated Union Community. Garner Hayfield Ventura falls to 0-3 on the season, and they will make another long trip to Grundy Center next week to face the top-ranked Spartans. Again, the final score tonight from Parkersburg. Appling Parkersburg defeated Garner Hayfield Ventura 53-0. Reporting for the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive, I'm Ryan Dillard on KLMJ and 99 The Wave from Ed Thomas Field.
All right, thank you very much, Ryan. Appreciate it as always. Once again, the Applington-Parkersburg Falcons win on the Sacred Acre tonight, 53-0 Falcons over the Cardinals of Garner Hayfield Ventura. Before moving on, let's stick right there in Class 1A and the fellow district mates of Applington-Parkersburg. Check in on them. Jessup hosted Class 2A's Osage Green Devils tonight. The 8th-ranked Green Devils come into Jessup, and Jessup lays an egg. Osage over Jessup 51-0. Columbus Catholic of Waterloo defeated Lisbon in non-district action 20-14. Union of LaPorte City gets a 52-20 win on the road over Olwine in non-district action. Hudson went on the road to a very tough South Hardin team. The South Hardin Tigers, once again, ranked number 4 in Class 1A. Non-district action again. The Tigers defeat the Pirates 41-14. And Sumner Fredericksburg falls at home at the hands of North Fayette Valley in Class 1A District 4. Again, non-district play, but Sumner Fredericksburg plays in District 4. 35-19, the final score for North Fayette Valley over Sumner Fredericksburg. Let's move now to our feature matchup tonight on 99 The Wave. Joshua Hamlin had the call alongside Jason Eaton tonight on 99 The Wave. And the AGWSR Cougars hosted Belmont Clemmy tonight, and it would be the Broncos coming out on top. Final score there, 28-12. Joshua Hamlin has the recap.
I'm Joshua Hamlin reporting from Ackley, where on Friday night, the Belmont Clemmy and AGWSR football teams matched up in Class A District 2 play, and Belmont Clemmy ruled the first half, and that was enough to win 28-12 over AGWSR to earn their first win of the season. Let's get into the action. Belmont Clemmy set the tone for the first half on their opening drive, starting at their own 1-yard line. On 11 plays, taking 5.5 minutes, a 37-yard touchdown reception by Griffin Paulson put the Broncos up 7-0. And they would, on the ensuing drive, force AGWSR into a turnover on downs after a promising drive that got to the Broncos' 37-yard line. After getting the ball back, Belmont Clemmy early in the second quarter would strike again a 10-yard touchdown run by Brody Hefner. Point after attempt was no good, and it was 13-0 in favor of the Broncos with 10:20 to go in the second quarter. After forcing a Cougars punt, Belmont Clemmy would score again on 7 plays, a 3-yard touchdown run by Ruben Guido. The 2-point conversion was good to Kyson Lamb in the left corner of the end zone. With 6:09 to go before halftime, it was 21-0 Broncos. And after forcing another Cougars punt, after an 8-play drive, the Broncos would strike again an 18-yard touchdown reception right down Main Street to Jackson Johans. The PAT was good, and it was 28-0 Broncos, and that was your halftime score. After a good conversation at halftime for the Cougars, they responded nicely, setting the tone for the second half, as they would get the ball to begin the third quarter in on 16 plays. A run-heavy drive with a couple passes to convert on downs. A 5-yard touchdown run capped off the drive for Eli Holmgard. The first score of the season for AGWSR in a time-consuming drive that left only 3:48 left in the third quarter, but the Cougars were on the board. It was 28-6 Belmont Clemmy. Belmont Clemmy on the ensuing drive would get all the way to the AGWSR 5, but the Cougars defense stood and turned them away, a turnover on downs. Into the fourth quarter, there was some turnovers to begin the fourth quarter. A Kyson Lamb interception ended an AGWSR drive. AGWSR would get the ball back after a strip sack and a fumble recovery, taking the ball away from Brody Hefner, and then AGWSR would give the ball right back to the Broncos on a fumble of their own. Belmont Clemmy would get the ball back and end up punting the ball away back to AGWSR, which set up our final scoring drive of the game. AGWSR would score on a 30-yard touchdown run by Eli Homegard. No room in the trenches. He bounced out to the right side and took it to the house. Two-point conversion was no good. The second touchdown of the day for Eli Homegard made it 28-12, Belmont-Clemmy with 2:15 to go in the game. And that was your final score as Belmont-Clemmy wins 28-12. Your leaders here in this one for the victorious Broncos of Belmont-Clemmy. Brody Hefner had 169 passing yards, 63 rushing yards. He also had 2 passing touchdowns on 12 of 17 passing, 1 rushing touchdown for Hefner. Ruben Guido had a rushing touchdown. Your leading receivers for the Broncos, Braden Doherty, 71 receiving yards unofficially. Also Griffin Paulson with 61 receiving yards and a touchdown. For AGWSR, in that great second half, Eli Homegard, 142 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns for him. Landon Dennis, 125 passing yards, and your leading receiver was Hooger for AGWSR with 61 receiving yards. As Belmont-Clemmy gets their first win of the season, they improve to 1-2 on the year, 1-1 in Class A District 2. AGWSR is now 0-3, 0-2 in Class A District 2. Belmont-Clemmy will be home next week for homecoming against Lake Mills. AGWSR will be on the road at West Fork for their homecoming next week. Once again, your final from Ackley on this week 3 of the high school football season. Belmont-Clemmy 28, AGWSR 12. I'm Joshua Hamlin reporting from Ackley for Radio on the Go.
All right. Thank you very much, Josh. Appreciate it as always. And let's see here. Other scores from around Class A. Let's take a look at that district there. They're playing district ball in Class A. Also in District 2 there tonight, the West Fork Warhawks get a 36-16 win on the road over Eagle Grove. BCLUW goes on the road, and the Comets defeat Lake Mills 50-0. And top-ranked West Hancock from Class A goes on the road to Mason City and defeats Newman Catholic 44-20. We're going to take a break, but before we do, a quick shout-out here to Corey Yoder. He was listening and asked if we would pass along the score from Don Bosco tonight. We will certainly do that as the Dons get a 61-0 win over Janesville, and that marks Colby Yoder's 150th victory as the Dons head coach. So congratulations to Coach Yoder and the Dons. Big win tonight over the Janesville Wildcats. Don Bosco 61-0 in 8-man over the Janesville Wildcats. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, more to come on the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive on 104.9 KLMJ, 99 The Wave, and streaming around the world at RadioOnTheGo.com.
99 The Wave is where you hear complete coverage of your favorite local teams, including the Applington-Parkersburg Falcons, the Dyke New Hartford Wolverines, and more. That's on 99 The Wave, Radio on the Go.
GNB Bank is a proud supporter of Grundy Center and surrounding communities. Count on your hometown team at GNB Bank for protection and all your customized banking needs. GNB Bank is there when you need them. GNB Bank, member FDIC, banking you can count on.
Hey, this is Carson Shire, University of Iowa linebacker, and I know all about putting on tough hits. If your garage door has taken a hit, there's only one call to make, the King of Doors. King Overhead Doors will get your door back in the game. Visit kingofdoors.com.
Take your time for a safe and successful harvest. That's the cheer from the team at Innovative Ag Services. From fertilizer to propane to buying your corn and beans, see Innovative Ag this fall. Applington, Alden, Cleves, and Faulkner. Growing relationships to maximize success.
Do you have backaches or headaches? Don't let pain hold you back. Coonan and Collins Chiropractic on Highway 3 East in Hampton offers effective drug-free treatments, including acupuncture and sports injury care. Call 456-4142 today for relief. AP Play-by-Play and local sportscasts are supported by Chad and the team at Campbell Insurance in Parkersburg for coverage that meets your needs for home, farm, and business, along with real estate services. See your friends at the Campbell Belima office in Parkersburg.
After your home's AC ran continually all summer, now is the time for a new furnace filter. Murphy's have over 20 different sizes in stock at their Hampton shop. Stop at Murphy's Heating and Plumbing today, and whether warm or cool, get a new filter and let your air flow.
Long-Term Medical Supply brings convenience to your doorstep. Fast, reliable shipping for all your medical equipment and supplies. LTEMS takes care of details so you can focus on what matters most. Any wet weather out there tapering off. We'll stay pretty cloudy for the overnight hours. Our low right around 65 degrees. Unseasonably hot weather for the weekend. Plenty of sun each day with highs near 90. Sunday night, we do have a chance for some hit or miss showers or a storm returning. Sunny on Monday, the high mid to upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
From Loretta Lynn to Lynn Anderson, listen to Country Gold Saturday mornings on 104.9 KLMJ.
Welcome back to the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive on 104.9 KLMJ, 99 The Wave, streaming around the world at RadioOnTheGo.com on this Friday night. 10:27 is the time, currently 73 degrees at the Radio on the Go studios in Hampton. Shawn Dietz in studio with you, joined in the other room by Hunter Dietz. He's working on gathering scores and producing a little bit of this video. Not that anybody needs to see a radio guy's face, but that is a joke for me and not for you. Let's move along with some other scores, shall we? And we'll take a look at 8-player action, some area scores of interest, shall we say. Still looking for that Clarksville score. Clarksville hosting North Tama tonight. Third-ranked Gladbrook Rhinebeck gets a 77-0 win tonight over Colonesco. That was a road game for the Rebels, and they pick up that win in shutout fashion, 77-0 over Colonesco tonight. Also looking for the score from Green Mountain tonight. Central City and Green Mountain Garwin doing battle on the 8-player gridiron, and we'll try to track down that score as well. Also, an 8-player District 6, Collins Maxwell defeated Meskwaki Settlement 61-6. Moving on to Class A, District 2. We just went through these, but we'll go through them again here just to keep myself in order. Belmont Clemmy defeated AGWSR in our feature matchup on 99 The Wave. 28-12, the final score there. The Broncos over the Cougars. West Fork defeated Eagle Grove 36-13. BCLUW shut out Lake Mills 50-0. And top-ranked West Hancock, a 44-20 winner over Newman Catholic tonight. Also in Class A, moving on to District 3, Nashua Plainfield defeated Central Springs tonight, 35-6. A shutout win tonight in Postville as Clayton Ridge defeats Postville 40-0 in District 3. Class A's second-ranked St. Ansgar Saints defeated South Winneshiek on the road 42-8. And North Butler goes on the road and gets a shutout win over the Stars of Starmont, 21-0. The Bearcats pick up another victory. Class 1A now, District 3 action. These are non-district games, but we'll go through the district teams here. Garner Hayfield Ventura from District 3. They were on the road at Applington Parkersburg, and AP gets the 53-0 win tonight. Clarion Goldfield Dows homecoming tonight for the Cowboys, a 26-14 win over Esterville Lincoln Central. We've heard there may be a discrepancy in that score. We're going to work to verify that. Right now we have 26-14. We'll stick with that for now. If it changes, we'll let you know. Top-ranked Grundy Center defeated Dyke New Hartford tonight, 35-7. The Spartans win on the road. Eagle Grove hosted West Fork, and the Warhawks get a 36-16 win on the road in non-district play. Eagle Grove hosting West Fork tonight. Central Springs on the road at Nashua Plainfield from District 3 in Class 1A, and Central Springs falls to Nashua Plainfield 35-6. South Hardin, the number 4 team in Class 1A, picking up a home victory 41-14 over Hudson. Moving on to 1A District 4 now, Applington Parkersburg 53-0 over Garner Hayfield Ventura. Jessup hosting Class 2A's 8th-ranked Osage Green Devils, and Osage stomps out Jessup tonight 51-0. Columbus Catholic of Waterloo was on the road at Lisbon and picks up a 20-14 win over Lisbon. It was Union of LaPorte City getting a 52-20 win on the road over Oldwine tonight. Hudson from District 4 was on the road at non-district South Hardin. Again, South Hardin, the 4th-ranked team in Class 1A, and the Tigers get a 41-14 win over the Hudson Pirates. And Sumner Fredericksburg hosted North Fayette Valley tonight. North Fayette Valley gets the 35-19 win over Sumner Fredericksburg. Class 2A District 4 saw the Dyke New Hartford Wolverines hosting Grundy Center tonight, and that is a non-district matchup as well. Dyke New Hartford falls 35-7 at the hands of the top-ranked Spartans. 52-20 was the score in Oldwine tonight as Union LaPorte City defeats Oldwine 52-20. Benton Shellsburg was hosting Benton Community tonight, and Bulldog fans, you'll want to keep an ear out for this one as Hampton Dumont Cal hosts Benton Shellsburg next week for homecoming, and the Vikings fall at home tonight in shutout fashion. Benton Community 42-0 over Benton Shellsburg tonight. Also in Class 2A, another team from District 4, the 6th-ranked Roland Story. I can't remember their name right now. Roland Story, anyway, 27-20 at West Marshall was the final score there. Number 6, Roland Story over West Marshall. Denver gets a shutout win over Charles City tonight, 42-0. Hampton-Dumont Cal on the road tonight, falling at the hands of the IFA Cadets tonight. And let's see here. Class 3A District 2, we've got Benton. There's that score again. Benton defeating Vinton Shellsburg 42-0. Denver was on the road at District 2's Charles City. Charles City getting shut out at home tonight against Denver, 42-0 the score there. 3rd-ranked Clear Lake defeating Webster City in non-district action, 47-7. Independence hosting, or on the road, that is. Independence was on the road taking on Crestwood. 44-6 the final score. Crestwood over Independence. Iowa Falls Alden 36-13 over Hampton-Dumont Cal. That is the Cadets' first Battle for Bradford win since 2020. And West Delaware on the road at Walk-On. And West Delaware comes away with the 10-6 win at Walk-On. We are going to, let's see here. It's 10:32. Time for us to step away and take another break. When we come back, more scores here on the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive on 104.9 KLMJ, 99 The Wave, and on the stream at RadioOnTheGo.com.
Broadcasting from the Crown Jewel Travel Studios in Hampton, Iowa. This is 104.9 FM KLMJ, Hampton, Iowa Falls, Parkersburg, an on-the-go media station.
Excellent!
Iowa Heartland Credit Union is all about community, teamwork, and supporting local dreams. Whether you're saving for a goal or ready to make a big move, we've got the lineup to help you win. Score big today by visiting us in Mason City or online at iowaheartland.org.
We're Corporate Farmer, and we've been the area's farm tax professional since 1975. We can help you know your exact tax position no matter the time of year, so you can make the best decisions all the time. It's like knowing what the weather's going to do. Visit www.corporatefarmer.com to learn more.
This is Brandy Reins from Cedar Valley Primary Care and Walk-In Clinic in Parkersburg. We're now open 7:30 to 5 on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Our new extended hours will be 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. on Wednesdays, and now Fridays, 7:30 until noon in downtown Parkersburg.
Did you know that NIAC has degrees that you can complete fully online? That's right, your degree on your schedule. The flexibility you need at a time that works for you. Stop in at our Hampton Center 1 office or check us out online at niac.edu/online. It's time to dream big.
Enjoy the many benefits of being a Rockwell Cooperative telephone internet customer. No contracts, no equipment costs, no service bundles, just reliable internet service with no data limits. Rockwell Cooperative Telephone offers wireless internet and fiber optics.
Summer is the perfect time to ensure your garage door is running smoothly. On-Track Overhead Doors of Iowa Falls is there for you. Hi, this is Jared Ferris. Preventative maintenance saves you money and headaches down the road. On-Track Overhead Doors, 641-316-1099, and keep your garage door on track all year long.
It's Friday night, and it's time to shift gears into Overdrive. The nightly Dale Howard Sports Drive on KLMJ and KQCR goes into Overdrive. High school football scores and reports.
The action is. I love high school and college.
Hi, this is Tony Howard. Just like Dale Howard's Auto Center in Iowa Falls has a 3-generation tradition in service excellence, Dale Howard's is proud to again sponsor this Friday night North Iowa football tradition with Radio on the Go. Stay tuned for the scores and the reporters on the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive.
Where the action is.
Good evening, high school football fans. Welcome in once again to week number 3 of high school football scores and reports here on the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive on 104.9 KLMJ, 99 The Wave, and streaming around the world at RadioOnTheGo.com. We're going to take a look at our area scores here again. Iowa Falls Alden defeats Hampton-Dumont Cal tonight 36-13 at Cadet Field tonight in Iowa Falls. It's IAFA's first win in the battle for Bradford since 2020. Other area scores, we had Grundy Center defeating Dike New Hartford tonight 35-7. We'll get a report from Jake Ryder coming up here in just a little bit and tell you all about that one as top-ranked Grundy Center again defeats the Dike New Hartford Wolverines 35-7. Clarion Goldfield Downs gets a homecoming win tonight. The Cowboys 26-14 over visiting Esterville Lincoln Central tonight. It was 4th-ranked South Hardin 41-14 over Hudson And Applington Parkersburg, a shutout win tonight at home over Garner Hayfield Ventura, 53-0. Class A action, we saw North Butler shut out Starmont on the road tonight, 21-0. West Fork picks up another victory on the young season, 36-16, the final score in Eagle Grove tonight for the Warhawks. Belmont Clemmy gets a win on the road as the Broncos defeat AGWSR 28-12. And some improvement there for the Cougars, still looking for their first win. Belmont Clemmy gets their first win. That was our feature matchup tonight on 99 The Wave. And an 8-player action, the Clarksville Indians put up a ton of points, 78-50, the final score. Man, 8-player scores a lot of points, don't they? The Indians, 78-50 over the visiting North Tama Redhawks tonight on this week number 3 high school football Friday night. We're going to take another break. I know I just took one. We're going to take another one because I understand we have some more reports to get in, so we're going to get those processed and we're going to get those in, and we're going to talk all about Clarksville, Dyke New Hartford, Grundy Center, and hopefully the Hampton-Dumont Cal Bulldogs and the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets. That's all still to come on the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive, week number 3 on 104.9 KLMJ, 99 The Wave, and streaming around the world at RadioOnTheGo.com.
When the sun sets, the amps go up to 11. Join Josh Hamlin with classic rock evenings on KLMJ.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust. They are small towns, big hearts, volunteering, donating, cheering on schools, towns, counties, and other organizations and causes. Choose the ones that support our communities. Greenbelt Bank and Trust.
Leading the way. Take your time for a safe and successful harvest. That's the cheer from the team at Innovative Ag Services. From fertilizer to propane to buying your corn and beans, see Innovative Ag this fall. Applington, Alden, Cleves, and Faulkner. Growing relationships to maximize success.
If you didn't know if you needed field tile repair before the summer rain started, you should by now. Talk with Kevin Tobin at Tobin Drainage for repairing tile lines or for planning a whole field project this fall. That's with Tobin Drainage of Parkersburg.
Medicare can be complicated, but not with Wellmar. Call Farm Bureau agents Dennis Jungling and Justin Mayman in Allison, who make choosing the right Medicare plan easy. They will make sure you're getting a plan to meet your needs, so you can find coverage confidence with Farm Bureau Financial Services.
This week at Fairway, all natural chicken hindquarters, 99 cents a pound. All natural thick cut Iowa chops, $2.47 a pound. USDA choice top of Iowa sirloin, $10.99 a pound. And deli style shaved ham, $4.99 a pound. Always fresh, always Fairway.
After your home's AC ran continually all summer, now is the time for a new furnace filter. Murphy's have over 20 different sizes in stock at their Hampton shop. Stop at Murphy's Heating and Plumbing today, and whether warm or cool, get a new filter and let your air flow.
Long-Term Medical Supply brings convenience to your doorstep. Fast, reliable shipping for all your medical equipment and supplies. LTEMS takes care of details so you can focus on what matters most. Any wet weather out there tapering off, we'll see pretty cloudy for the overnight hours or low, right around 65 degrees. Unseasonably hot weather for the weekend, plenty of sun each day with highs near 90. Sunday night, we do have a chance for some hit or miss showers or a storm returning. Sunny on Monday, the high mid to upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore.
Songs that take you back, even if you weren't there. That's the magic of 99 The Wave KQCR.
Good evening. 1040 is the time. Currently 73 degrees at the Radio on the Go studios in Hampton. Shawn Dietz back with you for the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive on 104.9 KLMJ, 99 The Wave, and around the world at RadioOnTheGo.com. And we're taking a look at Class 3A now, our area scores from Class 3A. Iowa Falls Alden plays in District 2, so we'll take a look at District 2 scores. Everybody's playing non-district ball still, but here are your teams from that district that Iowa Falls Alden is competing with. West Delaware, they were on the road at Walk-On tonight, and they defeated Walk-On, West Delaware, Manchester, 10-6 over Walk-On tonight. Independence is in that district. They were on the road at Crestwood, and it would be Crestwood over Independence, 44-6. Third-ranked Clear Lake plays in 3A District 2. They hosted Webster City tonight, North Central Conference rival. Conferences don't mean anything in Iowa high school football, but nonetheless, the Lions over the Lynx 47-7. Charles City laid a goose egg tonight as they hosted the Denver Cyclones, and Denver defeats Charles City 42-0, and another 42-0 score as Benton from Class 3A District 2 defeats Class 2A's Vinton Shellsburg tonight 42-0. Vinton Shellsburg will be at Bulldog Stadium in Hampton next week as the Bulldogs will host Vinton Shellsburg for homecoming in 1 week's time. And we are going to send things now to Cadet Field in Iowa Falls. John Mowinkle had the call tonight alongside Dan Stevens on 104.9 KLMJ for the area rivalry between the Hampton-Dumont Cal Bulldogs and the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets. They call it the Battle for Bradford, and it's the first time that the Cadets have won that trophy since 2020.
The Iowa Falls Alden football team picked up a statement victory and took home its first Battle for Bradford win since 2020, defeating Hampton-Dumont Cal 36-13 at Cadet Field on Friday night in Week 3. The Bulldogs marched down the field and scored on the game's opening drive. Hampton-Dumont Cal led 7-0 after a 17-yard touchdown scamper by Jacob Mailer, but the Cadets, a few drives later, were able to put together some answers, built up a 15-7 halftime lead. And then after scoring early in the third quarter, Hampton-Dumont Cal runs their first offensive play of the second half, gives it straight back to Iowa Falls Alden, who capitalizes. 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. A little bit of a low snap. Burmaster, quick throw. Looking for Brady Hart, tipped and picked off. It's Overdrive, taking it back. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Iowa Falls Alden. Kane Overdrive with a 35-yard pick six. Kay Olberding took it back for the score, and Iowa Falls Alden led it 29-7 at the end of the third quarter. Cadets added one more score in the fourth, and Hampton-Dumont Cal got a late touchdown run by Ryder Struther to finish off the game. But it was too little too late for Hampton-Dumont Cal, which was plagued by a lot of inconsistency on offense, including 3 turnovers and many drives stalling out. 3 touchdown runs by Carson Calouse in the game. He also had a passing touchdown, which was to Cade Olberding. Hampton-Dumont Cal had touchdown runs by Jacob Mailer and Ryder Struther for all their scoring in the game. Hampton-Dumont Cal moves to 1-2 and will return to action next week by hosting Vinton Shellsburg in the district opener. Iowa Falls Alden is now 1-2. They will close non-district play next week at Boone. Iowa Falls Alden 36, Hampton-Dumont Cal 13, as the Cadets win their first Battle for Bradford in 5 years, as aired Friday night on 104.9 KLMJ and Radio on the Go's YouTube channel. I'm John Mowinkle reporting for Radio on the Go Sports.
All right, thank you very much, John. Nice job as always, and we'll move all the way down to Class 8 player as we do have some scores there coming in, and we do have final now from Clarksville, as I mentioned. As it was, I got to pull it back up here. I got so excited that I forgot to write it on my piece of paper. I got to pull it up on the computer here. Clarksville, 78-50 tonight, a win at home over North Tama. We'll hear from Phil Barnett coming up here in just a moment. And also, that is in district play in 8 player. They are in District 6, are the Indians. Also in that district, third-ranked Gladbrook Rhinebeck. They put up 77 points tonight on the road over Colonesco. And another score from 8-player District 6, Collins Maxwell defeating Meskwaki Settlement 61-6 tonight. Don't forget, coming up at the top of the hour, we will join the Radio Iowa High School Football Scoreboard Show in progress, and they will take us through all of the scores from across the state. They do a nice job hustling through all of those scores, so we'll do that with Tony Etzini and his crew coming up at the top of the hour, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Right now, we're going to send things to Phil Barnett, who has the wrap-up for us from Clarksville, where the Indians tonight get the win over the North Tama Redhawks, 78-50.
I'm Phil Barnett reporting from Clarksville for the Dale Howard Overdrive on KLMJ and 99 to 8, where tonight the hometown Clarksville Indians hosted the North Tama Redhawks for a district battle. Final score tonight after over a 2-hour, 45-minute ball game, start to finish. The Clarksville Indians came out victorious, 78-50 over the North Tama Redhawks. We'll give a quick rundown on the scoring. Definitely a back and forth game here tonight, kind of a marathon game, back and forth. A lot of clock stoppages with a lot of scoring. Obviously. So the Indians got the ball, the opening kick, marched the ball right down the field with a Nathan Moon 2-yard run, followed by a Moon 2-point conversion carry to make the score 8-0. With the second, then the North Tama Redhawks come back with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. A Morris to Chibula TD pass, and the point after was no good, making the score 8-6. Indians come right back on the ensuing possession with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Moon on a 48-yard carry, followed by a Nathan Moon 2-point conversion carry, made the score 16-6 Indians. 53 seconds left in the first quarter. A Morris to Morris touchdown pass with a failed PAT for the Red Hawks made the score 16-12. And the last score of the first quarter here was a Bowden Miller kickoff return there with 43 seconds left, 70-yard run back, followed by a Moon point after carry to make the score 24-12 at the end of the first. Starting off the second quarter, North Tama went back to the pass game, a short 6-yard touchdown for Roush, followed by a Morris to Williams 2-point conversion pass, made the score 24-20. Indians come back on the next drive with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left. Nathan Moon scored on a 3-yard carry, followed by a Nathan Moon 2-point conversion carry, making the score 32-20 Indians. North Tama comes right back to the passing game, a Morris to Morris touchdown pass, followed by a Morris to Williams 2-point conversion, making the score 32-28 Clarksville. Indians on the next drive, their only turnover of the game. We had a Moon fumble on about the 25-yard line. And the final score of the half with 4 seconds left, Morris scored on a 3-yard run for a touchdown for the Red Hawks to take the lead into the halftime, 34-32 Red Hawks. Clarksville came back out third quarter, trying to dial things up on the defensive end, trying to shore up that defensive backfield a little bit, try to get a little more pressure on the quarterback. Starting off in the third quarter with the Red Hawks came out. They started the third quarter with the opening kickoff. They scored with 8 minutes and 24 seconds left with a carry by Morris, followed by a Morris to Sabula, PA point after pass to make the score 32-42. Indians come right back on Nathan Moon 11-yard run, followed by Nathan Moon point after carry to make the score, to come within 2 to make the score 42-40 Red Hawks. Indians were able to get a stop on the next possession on fourth down with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Nathan Moon scored on a 14-yard carry. The point after was no good to make the score 46-42 Indians. North Tama came right back with a 71-yard touchdown pass from Morris to Williams, followed by a Morris point after carry to make the score 50-46 Red Hawks. The Indians come right back on the offensive end with 1:42 left in the third with a 22-yard carry and a point after carry by Nathan Moon to make the score 54-50 Indians. Right at the end of the third quarter, the Indians were able to get a turnover off the Red Hawks, finally got a little pressure with Harley Barnett returning an interception, roughly 50 yards to set up a Nathan Moon 3-yard carry, followed by a Moon point after carry for the point after to make the score 62-50 Indians. Then after another possession here with a 4-and-out for the Red Hawks, Indians able to get a little pressure and knock down a few balls with 10 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bowden Miller scored on a 14-yard run, followed by a Moon 2-point conversion carry to make the score 70-50. On the next drive, the Indians were able to cause another turnover for the Red Hawks, an interception by Maddox Morrison. And that was followed up with 7 minutes and 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A 17-yard carry by Caven Keelman, followed by a Nathan Moon point after carry to make the score 78-50. And that would be our final score of the night. Indians were able to dig in here, kind of a hard-fought battle, playing defense a lot. In the first half, North Tama ran 60 offensive plays. The Indians only ran 34. So, but they were able to dig in here as the game moved along, get some stops when they needed them, got some turnovers when they needed them, and pulled out a gutsy win here on a hot, humid night tonight. So once again, this is Phil Barnett reporting from Clarksville, where tonight the Clarksville Indians defeated the North Tama Red Hawks by a score of 78-50, reporting on the Dale Howard Overdrive on KLMJ and 99 The Wave.
Hey, Phil, appreciate it very much. A good report there. 78-50, the final score. The Clarksville Indians put up a lot of points once again for the second week in a row there, and it sounded like a back-and-forth game there. Quite a battle. Almost 3 hours on the gridiron. That's quite a game there for those 8-player kids, and, well, for any high school football team, that's that's quite a marathon of a game there. So lots of scoring happening in 8-player football tonight. Also, as we mentioned, third-ranked Gladberg-Rhinebeck puts up 77, defeating Colonesco tonight in 8-player District 6. Collins-Maxwell 61-6 over Meskwaki Settlement as well. One other 8-player score of note that we want to mention, and that is Don Bosco shutting out Janesville tonight, 61-0. That's significant. Those of you who listen to KLMJ for a long time know that we have a great relationship with Corey Yoder and his family as well. And Corey has done a great job with us, filling in on sports on different things, and he passed along to us that, of course, his brother Colby Yoder is the head coach of the Don Bosco Dons, and that marks Colby's 150th win as a head coach tonight. So congratulations to Coach Colby and the Dons, 61-0 tonight over the Janesville Wildcats. Well, moving on, we're going to shift gears into some Class 2A football and Class 1A, actually, non-district action again tonight between Class 1A and Class 2A. And Grundy Center was on the road tonight. The top-ranked Spartans, they get their 43rd victory in a row. That includes almost a handful of state championships. 35-7 was the final score as the Grundy Center Spartans continue to roll, defeating the Dike New Hartford Wolverines tonight. 35-7 the final score. Our friend Jake Ryder was there. He files this report tonight on the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive.
I'm Jake Ryder of JakeRyderSports.com, reporting from Dike for the Dale Howard Overdrive on KLMJ and 99 The Wave. Grundy Center defeats Dike New Hartford tonight 35-7. Tonight's game was a rematch of last year's Class 1A championship game won by the Spartans for their third consecutive state title. The Wolverines, now competing in Class 2A, were poised to strike first after a quick 3-and-out for Grundy Center's offense resulted in great field position for Dike New Hartford's first drive. The host team had goal to go from Grundy's 8-yard line, but on 4th and goal, Grundy Center's Judd Jarofsky was there to break up a Peyton Bacorny pass to the end zone intended for Aiden Walston. The Spartans then embarked on a 90-yard touchdown drive that spanned the first and second quarters, culminating in a 2-yard blast from Pete Lebo. The point after kick by Aiden Betts was good to make it 7-0 in favor of Grundy Center early in the second quarter. Dike New Hartford caught a break later in the quarter when Grundy Center turned the ball over inside the D&H 5-yard line with a lost fumble, but the Wolverines couldn't do anything with the turnover, and the Spartans did not make the same mistake twice, with a short 2-yard keeper from Jarofsky and the extra point, making it 14-0 in favor of Grundy Center with 6:07 to halftime. With one more possession before half, Judd Jarofsky found an opening and burst through it, turning down the Grundy Center sideline for a 55-yard touchdown with 43 seconds left in the half that helped the Spartans to a 21-0 halftime lead after the point after kick. Grundy's defense made an immediate impact on Dike New Hartford's opening drive of the second half with an interception by lineman Ryder Slifer deep in Wolverine territory, and the Spartans wasted no time capitalizing with a 9-yard touchdown run by Pete Lebo. The Aiden Betts kick made it 28-0 Spartans with 10:20 left in the third quarter. Hayden Gertis added a 4-yard touchdown run with 6:57 left in the third quarter, and the point after kick put the continuous clock in effect at 35-0 in favor of Grundy Center. The Wolverines ended the shutout bid late in the fourth quarter on a 31-yard pass play from Corney to Walston. Noah Connolly's point after kick brought the tally to Grundy Center 35, Dike New Hartford 7, which was Friday's final score. For Grundy Center, Pete Lebo rushed 10 times for 99 yards and 2 touchdowns. Judd Jarofsky had 5 carries for 76 yards and 2 scores, and Hayden Gertis rushed 7 times for 25 yards and a touchdown. Eli Wegman led the Spartans with 4 catches for 40 yards in the passing game. Jarofsky completed 9 of his 16 passes for 106 yards. Defensively, Gertis made 8 total tackles, Lebo 7 total tackles, and Ryder Slifer had 6 tackles, with 2 tackles for loss and the interception. For the Wolverines, Devlin Davis rushed 20 times for 85 yards. Peyton Bacorny completed 7 of 16 passes for 56 yards with the 1 touchdown to Aiden Walston, who made 4 total catches for 31 yards. Grundy Center has now won 42 consecutive games and improved to 3-0. The Spartans come home to start district play with Garner Hayfield Ventura next Friday. Dike New Hartford slips to 2-1. Next week is homecoming for the Wolverines against Oline. Once again, the final from Dike, Grundy Center defeats Dike New Hartford tonight 35-7. Reporting for JakeRyderSports.com and the Dale Howard Overdrive on KLMJ and 99 The Wave, I'm Jake Ryder.
Hey, Jake, thank you very much. Appreciate it as always. I've been saying 43 in a row. I'm giving him credit for an extra one. I'll take Jake's word over mine on Grundy Center football. He says 42. It's 42. So anyway, Grundy Center gets the 35-7 win over the Dike New Hartford Wolverines tonight. Also in that Class 1A District 3, of course, they're playing non-district ball there, but Garner-Hayfield Ventura was on the road tonight taking on Applington-Parkersburg. It was a 53-0 win for the Falcons over Garner-Hayfield Ventura. Clarion Goldfield Dow's also plays in that district with Grundy Center. They were hosting Esterville Lincoln Central for homecoming tonight, were the Cowboys, and they come out on top 26-14. As we mentioned, Grundy Center defeating Dike New Hartford 35-7. Eagle Grove hosting West Fork tonight, 36-16. The final score, the Warhawks over the Eagles. Central Springs was on the road and fall to the Nashville Plainfield Huskies, 35-6 tonight. And also in Class 1A District 3, again, the South Hardin Tigers playing a non-district game, and they defeat the Hudson Pirates 41-14. The final score there, South Hardin ranked number 4 in Class 1A in this week's Radio Iowa poll. Well, we're getting close to the top of the hour. Almost time to shift gears and head over to the Radio Iowa High School Football Scoreboard Show. Not quite ready to do that yet. We need to go around the horn with all of our local scores one more time, and that includes in Class 3A, the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets defeating Hampton-Dumont Cal in non-district action. 36-13, the Cadets pick up their first Battle for Bradford trophy in 5 years. Class 2A action, as we mentioned, the Dike New Hartford Wolverines falling at home tonight at the hands of the top-ranked team in Class 1A, 35-7, the final score. Iowa Falls Alden, as we mentioned, defeating Hampton-Dumont Cal, 36-13. Class 1A action saw Clarion Goldfield Dow's win on homecoming tonight, defeating the Midgets of Esterville Lincoln Central, 26-14. Dike New Hartford and Grundy Center doing battle there. Top-ranked Grundy Center, a 35-7 win. Number 4, South Hardin, 41-14, the final score over Hudson. Applington-Parkersburg picks up the deuce at home at Ed Thomas Field on the Sacred Acre over Garner-Hayfield Ventura tonight, 53-0, the final score. In Class A, now that's district football already. The North Butler Bearcats, 21-0 win on the road over the Starmont Stars. West Fork, 36-16 over Eagle Grove. Belmont Clemmy picks up the win in Ackley tonight, 28-12 over the AGWSR Cougars. And in 8-player action, 78-50, the final score in Clarksville as the Indians pick up the win over the visiting North Tama Redhawks. That's going to wrap it up for the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive here on week number 3. Be sure to stay with us. The Radio Iowa High School Football Scoreboard Show comes your way, and we'll recap all of our scores and reports again at the bottom of the hour. Stay with us on 104.9 KLMJ, 99 The Wave, and RadioOnTheGo.com. Have a great weekend.
You've been listening to Overdrive, the Dale Howard Sports Overdrive, the extended scoreboard show for Friday night football throughout North Iowa. Brought to you again this year by Dale Howard's Auto Center. That's Dale Howard's in Iowa Falls, where the action is.
You're listening to 98.9 KQCR FM, Parkersburg, Iowa.
This has been a presentation of Radio on the Go Sports.